All right, Legacy City, you know what time it is right now. We in the building right there, 70 the dopest midday show in the land. And of course, we told you earlier this morning that we're going to be having, Magixx in the building with us right there. We're going to be having a radio listening party for the brand new album, I Dream in Color.
Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. And let's also note that the first time Magixx ever said the title of the album was on our show.
Right?
Yeah.
Fact.
So let's put that out there. So
Tell
when
them.
he announced it, we were like, oh, yes, he said it on the show already. So we know
Right.
the title. Hi, Magixx. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys
Man.
for always supporting, the boy from day one. I can't thank you enough.
Man,
So
we can't
guys.
thank you enough as well for blessing us with your music, with your gift, with your talent, and everything that you are as well. So, we got to say thank you to you for that as well, for
Thanks,
real.
man. I appreciate it, man.
Man.
Me, I just want to start off with the hair. Is the hair part of the rollout plan? The hair is really cool.
Yeah,
really,
it
really
is.
cool.
It's actually like this is the album look. This is what the album feels like. This is what the album is like. So
Why didn't you
it's a
put colors on
representation.
on some? Look, blue, yeah, purple, yeah, pink, yeah, something like that. That fits you.
It's not the color combination.
You're not giving in color with your hair.
no, and it's not a literal. It's not
I'm
literal
joking.
colors. So yeah, I get what you mean.
Man, for real. But last night, it was magical. It was electric. It was beautiful. With people just, being there, coming out to, enjoy the music and everything that you're serving. And right now, the world is on fire. Nigeria is on fire. Africa is on fire because this is the highly anticipated debut album from you.
Yeah.
And we finally got it after 3 years.
3 years.
We thought it was going to be like after 1 year or after 2 years, but we finally got it after 3 years.
Yeah.
Man, so, looking at all the feedback that you've been getting in the past,
Yeah.
12 hours thereby, how does that, make you feel that, you took 3 years, to drop this?
Wow, like it's been amazing. Like the feedback online, like I've been low key, like I said some things before, and I thought people were going to drag me for that thing, and nobody has come to see.
What thing did you say? Say it now. Let's see if they'll
I
drag
said
you.
I said the track 8 sounds. They're gonna compare me to Whiskey when they listen to this one. And nobody has come to say you are wrong. I've not seen anything like that. So
It's funny because at the listening, I just checked track. It's a sexy lady.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
listening party, when the song was
Yes.
played, I just told my friend, giving with old whiskey.
Yeah,
And person was like, oh my God, yes. And now you said I have to look at it. Oh, that's the one produced by Andre Vibes,
yes,
yeah?
yes,
Awesome.
yes.
Man, but then when you created that song, since we're talking about that, was it that you were thinking Wizkid or it just happened naturally?
It happened naturally. But like when I listened back, when I sat back and looked at it, like I was like, yo, this is my childhood. This is
Yeah.
me like, taking it back to, my childhood and like the songs that we're listening to back then. And I just wanted to make, I wanted to recreate that feeling, on that record. And when I look back, I was like, this song is giving.
It's giving
that,
Wizkid.
yeah.
But I mean, an updated Wizkid, the Magixx version,
Yeah,
which
the
is
Magixx
really cool.
version.
But like, one thing I love about this album is the fact that you were, you being vulnerable on your music is not new, but you got to a different, will I say depth now or height of this vulnerability when you were writing and creating it. Were you scared about how it was gonna be received? What was going through your mind in those times?
I was never like scared about the outcome because that's why I put it out. If I was scared, I would put it out like that. I'm actually like pretty confident, about the music because it's true. And one thing for sure is that when you're doing something that is true, people will most likely, see themselves in it because it's just like saying that, oh, I have a phone. Everybody has a phone.
What?
So it's like it's so relatable. Everybody can connect to, somebody saying a prayer, somebody saying like, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Each and every one of us have something that we are going through. So I never felt, that anything was out of place, making this album. Yeah.
Okay. You know what we're gonna do right now? We got tons of questions for you, but let's go listen to 2 other songs, from the album. We played With You and Orimi already. We're gonna listen to 2 more, and then we'll delve back into this album conversation. And what other song to play if not this song that we just spoke about, Sexy Lady?
It's so good.
Right now.
It's so good.
Oh, okay, we'll be back in a bit, yo.
It's 20 minutes past 1 o'clock right now. We're having the radio listening party with
Yep,
Magixx,
yep,
who just dropped his debut album, I Dream in Color. First
sir.
off, Magixx, I want to say that the album is amazing.
Thank you
I
very
don't think I
much.
can say it enough.
Thank you.
However, I have a little idea. You see this song that I just played now?
Yeah.
We need to be playing it on this show.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out
How
a
to
new
play.
title for the song. Because we cannot even say the title of the song we just played. Excuse you
Yes.
understand?
Yeah.
No, so the
I
song
know.
is titled Al. Like,
Let's leave it there.
Let's leave it Alk. You know, when you get to the album, when you go check out the album, which is out everywhere on Spotify, Apple, Boomplay, Deezer, anywhere you get your music, you see the full title. But for now, we tell you it's Alk.
So we could just so permission to call it Alk on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we just listened to Magixx Alk, and before that one we listened to Sexy Lady.
I need some Alk.
Alk.
In my blood, though.
I also like the fact that on this album we're able to get like this was something that unlike Skills who had listened when you guys were still making it, I hadn't. So we're talking and I was like, I'm really hoping that when Magixx drops his debut album, we get all the different sides of Magixx. And I love that you were able to give us that in a very good way on the project. But I'm thinking, was there any song that you really believed in that your guys were like, just say we go put, and then you were like, this particular one, no, I die if you know day. Was there any situation like that?
There was quite a few number of times, that we had back and forth, but like it was never like, oh, only me wanted the song. There were times that maybe 3 of us didn't want this one. 4 people
Want it.
because it's a team effort.
Yeah.
It's A and R. So you have to say your piece. The other people say their piece. The people say this one I want me enter. So just you get me. But
Yeah.
I think the one song I fought for last minute was Orimi. And it was the last song that I recorded on the album. So
Okay.
I was in love with the song.
Yeah.
I was convinced to want to put the song on the album. We already finished compiling the album, but like I was like, I want to put the song on the project.
So whose
I just
idea
wanted
was
to-
it then not to have a feature on this project?
There's a feature on the project, Jerry.
The one you
Oh,
did.
but then that one was-
here's the thing. That song was a single.
Exactly.
And then when the album track list dropped, I saw that you added the song because it was pre-released before now to the album.
Yeah.
But away from that, we saw that you
There was
took
no, there was actually a feature on the album, but we were unable to clear it. So it was really heartbreaking. But
Tell us which of the songs.
the title of the song is Blessing. It didn't make the album.
Okay.
Yeah, but we were unable to clear the song with the artist team because like they had their own drop. So the time was like was clashing.
Okay.
So it would have been 2 features.
Yeah.
So we're like, we are good.
Okay.
Maybe Deluxe.
Yeah,
deluxe.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Now, interestingly, yesterday at the album listening, when you mentioned that you were gonna bring me live on stage, like I wanted
That
to,
was such a
I wanted
cute
to
moment.
do what I usually would do because for the people that you know me that I'm that guy who is an introvert and I just like to be at the back. So I wanted to run away. I remember when we had the TVC party and then I was nominated for most fashionable, and then when it was time to announce the winner, I told Sarah, I said I'm running away. I ran to the back of the building, said if people collect their order my way. So when you said you were gonna bring me up on stage,
But I noticed the
you know,
scope you used.
you know.
You used hugging him to hide your shyness. Because he hugged you so well, covered his face on you. I was like, Skills is shy.
Me hugging him wasn't shyness.
But you hugged him so
Me
long.
hugging him, he understands why, at that point, see that moment where
Okay.
this is the album drop, it's such a big and deep moment,
Okay, well.
for every single person who is family, at that point. So it wasn't just about that. But where I'm going to with this is now that's one thing that people don't know about me, that I'm a shy guy. Now I want to know, tell us one thing, about you that nobody practically knows or they cannot phantom that, yes, this could be something, that, this is Magixx.
Something about me, man. Just put me on the spot. That people don't know.
Yes. Now they can't even phantom like this will be Magixx.
I don't know. Maybe if I say I don't know. I don't think this is something that is crazy. But like I'm highly like introverted. Like I'm highly introverted and like most of the time when I come out is when I come out.
What do you mean by highly? Like, can you stay home for like a week? Can you stay inside
I
for
don't
like a
stay
week?
home. I don't stay home, but like when I'm outside, like I'm always working. You get me? But like if I have my own, if I have a break, you not see me outside.
Whoa.
If I have a break, I'm always I'm always working. You get me? But if I have a break, I'll just be inside my house. Maybe go to like a restaurant once in a while. But like me, I'm very like
Okay.
I thought he was going to say, "I don't promise people Lambo." And
I was waiting for
That's
that.
one of them.
I thought he was probably also going
Amaro
to,
said, "We don't go see."
I thought he was going to say, Sarah, what not just okay reported. You know,
Which one? What did
the
they
one
say?
where they said, he has 3 girlfriends. You know,
Magixx,
yeah.
I said you have 3 girlfriends. How many girlfriends do you have?
I don't have 3 girlfriends.
So how many? Did you
Not-
say any
see,
more?
Anymore. Was there a point that you had 3 girlfriends?
Because
Because we read it on
not
we-
literal
Sarah and I took the
girlfriends.
news right live on the show.
Yeah.
When we saw it off, not just okay, we're like, interesting.
not literal like relationship, like situationships.
Okay.
Yeah, so like when you're unsure of certain people and you're still testing the waters.
Yeah.
But like you feel like you like them enough, to even date them at the end of the day. So I've been
That
But now,
space.
Uncle, have you found love now?
I'm working on it.
So that means there's a girl in the picture.
The story of with you, how we made with you, is I was in a situationship
Okay.
with like 2 people, and I was in a relationship with 1 person.
Oh, okay.
So you were cheating
I wasn't.
on your partner with 2 people. Wow.
No, like, see, here's the
Yoruba
thing.
men.
Here's the thing. Check this out. I always say this all the time, and I don't mean to back this up, like, but I always say if you communicate and you're honest with all the
When you
people that you have.
communicating with her and honest with your babe that you had 2 girlfriends on the side that you were testing the waters with, answer, face the mic and answer me.
It was a thing. It was a thing. And I kind of like I was dabbling in between these people, and that was how we made with you.
Can we play with you again?
So we're gonna play
it's-
with you,
it's
but
a love
if-
story for
for-
1 person, but I feel like when I was listening to the song, I could see the 3 of them.
Hey,
Right.
man.
Okay.
Hey, you write a beautiful love song, and when you are listening to it, you can see 3 different babes inside. My
So
goodness.
we're gonna go play with you now.
We
Come
need to hear
back
that song.
to this conversation that we're
Magixx.
having, plus other things that we're still talking about. Let's go. All right, with you right there by Magixx, and that is a fantastic tune. That is a
Inspired
beautiful
by 3
tune.
women.
Oh my God. Sarah is still latching on to this.
You
Inspired
know
by
why
3
it's
women.
paining me?
You're forgetting the part where Magixx said this was in the past.
But this song
You know.
will live forever. How about that? So we can speak about it forever. I was gonna say the part that's paining me is I want those people like say, "Oh, I can't wait for an artist to write a song about me." So I don't know how we feel if my man writes a song about me and then he now says, "I'm actually thinking of 2 girls so in the mix to pay me now." That's why I'm taking it personal.
No, don't,
But it's
see,
okay. Let's
so
move
here's
on.
the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna throw this in before we get back to this conversation. Real quick. Now, one thing I know for a fact is, we tend to want to make this about men, but we forget that at different phases in our lives, we're going through different stages of maturity, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So, we get to a point where, we're not sure where we want to be yet. Women do the same thing as well.
This is
to
not about women.
us men. So don't make this about men only. Let's talk about. But anyways,
Is Magixx not a man?
no, like.
So far, Magixx is a man.
The fact
This is
that you're
about men.
latching onto it is why I'm great. But let's get
So
back to
far,
the
Magixx
album.
is a man. It's about men.
Let's get back to the album though. And there was a song of the album that you said, Olamide inspired you to make that record, and I want to know, how that inspiration came to be.
I met him somewhere around is it June? But like mid-year last year, and we had a conversation about life,
Yes.
basically, like, and how consistent you have to be in the game to get to to where you want to get to. And he gave me some advice. He told me to keep grinding, to keep he even told me to keep posting more.
Aw.
Okay.
Like even that kind of like stuff. So it was like it was sweet. It was sweet to hear that from somebody like that.
I feel
Imagine somebody noticing that you need to post more. So yeah.
What's the biggest advice Don Jazzy ever gave you?
I would say Don Jazzy has always been someone that believes so much in being real, and being yourself, So Don Jazzy himself has always told me that this thing is not supposed to last forever. Being in the game is not supposed to last forever. You always have to stay humble, and that's one thing he's always trying to pass, to each and every one of us, in the pipeline, even before we came out. So I think that's one thing for sure.
Or even while you guys were in the Maven Academy and all that. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I actually really like that. Don Jazzy is one person I'd like to have a proper live conversation with. Like, I can't even lie. Like, you guys are really enjoying. But let's move on from that. So now, plans for the album.
Yeah.
So are we going to be expecting a tour?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything, outside of the ordinary? When is your showcase happening again? I mean,
we're doing a lot of touring definitely this year. We're doing the US, the UK, Canada. We're doing all that. We're also doing like African tour. We also want to do
nice.
Lagos as well.
Nice.
We want to do like our own thing this year, like a concert.
Oh, nice.
For sure. We are doing like a campus thing.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, I
let's
love
go.
that.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we have that in like in the fall, in our foreshadowing of like what the year should be like. So, yeah.
Okay. I like the fact that, you're saying, Lagos, and then you're going to campuses across Nigeria, and then you're doing an African tour where, you're going to be touching on countries in Africa, and not just because a lot of times we just focus on that. We're going to Europe, we're going to America. I also love the fact that when you're done, I'm hoping you're going to start from, maybe here, maybe come wrap
or
it up.
maybe end it here.
Yeah,
The one I'm most
and
excited
then go
about.
to the UK, go to
I'm
US,
going
go to
the
Canada.
UK from next week. Though.
From next
Okay.
week. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I'm most excited about is the campus tour, because I was going to say that, I mean, people would say, oh, touring in Nigeria is not safe. But having to tour in Nigeria through the campus route, I think that's genius. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. So are there any specific schools you guys are already certain about?
For me, I don't have that.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't answer that right.
But we know Unilag definitely.
No, of course not.
Unilag
Of
is-
course
Yeah, I
not.
mean,
That's
definitely.
why-
If you're gonna
that's
crown
my-
the campus tour, it will be crowned in you.
That's where I went
You-
to.
you know.
So definitely you have to do something for the Unilag people. You get me?
Man, I feel you. But, yo, I see you, bro. In between, by the way, let's go play another record right
Yeah.
now. When we come back, we still got more questions. This is a radio
Definitely.
listening party.
Yeah, so I'm
You know,
enjoying it so far.
Yo,
man.
bro, I dream in
Chris Hughes
color.
and Sarah now. What? I mean, come on.
You guys are killing it.
Come on, come on, come on.
Killing it.
Man, let's go. This is Sempe off that, album. Go cop that album
Ooh.
everywhere, guys. It is
Sempe, guys.
what the entire city, what the entire country, what the continent, and what the world is talking about right now. You know what's up with that. And we're live on Instagram at Magixx1023 FM. If you want to check out, Magixx's new look that Sarah was talking about just a while ago.
I mean,
but you've seen that, of course, But in case you haven't, you can check that out right there. But let's go play Sempe right now. We'll come back in a bit.
Shit.
God damn, for real. That's exactly what Skill said when the music was
I said
playing.
that behind the microphone. I was
He
like,
said, "God damn."
damn. Oh my God.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. Trust me, you've missed out on a whole lot. But the good thing is we've got you on the internet at Magixx1023 FM on Instagram and at Max from Nigeria. Go on there and watch the recap.
Yes, sir.
We have Magixx with us live in the studio.
building.
We just listened to Sempe off of his debut album, I Dream in Color. Magixx, one thing that I want to know from you is, while you were making this album, what is that one thing that stood out for you? That one, maybe experience that stood out for you that, I mean, you feel like would live with you forever, maybe?
I think not just even making the album, but even like putting the album together, planning this album, the details, everything like has helped me build character, I also feel like I deserve to drop an album, after putting out this album, because even the work up until now, I felt like, really putting work, and it's not something like, oh, I want to drop my album, and because of the work, I feel grateful, I feel convinced that, like, yes, we did the right thing. We did our big one on this one, because easy, easy to wake up every day, go to shoot, plan what we are going to post, how we are going to post it, like all those things. I feel fulfilled, in a way, because this is my album, like this is my debut album, and it's so real to me, and I feel so fulfilled that we are putting it out. That feeling of fulfillment. It's.
When you said you fought for the album, does this mean you had to fight your label and tell them
No,
this
no, no,
album?
no, no, no.
Okay.
What I mean is that like the journey of making this album, the journey, like every brick that we laid, everything that we said we're going to do, that we've been executing,
Right.
it's beautiful to see, that we planned something, we showed up every day, we made the records, we mixed and mastered, photo shoot, this one, that one, like the collective effort,
Effort.
Yeah.
that we are putting out here. It's like, it's beautiful, man.
I
It's
feel
like,
you. And talking about collective effort, shout
Yeah.
out to your team as well. I know you have an immediate team and you have
Shout
an
out.
expansive
Shout out to
team as well.
Magixx
You
and
know
shout out to
exactly.
Maven.
Team
Shout
Maven,
out to
Team
the
Magixx.
label.
But talk about your immediate, team. That's Team Magixx right now. Of course, shout out to Femi Franklin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Godfather. Shout out to the beautiful Onyi as well.
Yeah.
Who likes to run away and hide, by the way, and hide behind the scene. I see. Shout out to everybody. Everybody that I get to meet within your immediate team. I want to ask you, what do you enjoy doing the most with your team? Like with your immediate team.
I would say I like when we argue because it's always funny to see. I also like we go to the club a lot together. I think that is always a vibe. We go to restaurants too.
Yes.
Me and my guys, we actually go to restaurants a lot. So I think all those are things that we do regularly.
Okay, the argue part. I've seen Magixx and Femi.
Really?
Shola doesn't look like. Shout out to Shola as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Shola doesn't look like the type of person that will argue.
No, what I mean like argue, I mean like when we are bantering about ideas,
okay.
it's always interesting because people just come up with like things that are funny, I be like I beg.
You mentioned going to the club. Do you enjoy going to the club, or is it something that you just have to do because you're Magixx?
I love going to the club as long as I'm not the one buying the drinks.
Real, shake me, me too, shake me, Magixx, shake me, real.
Because bro, when you swipe that 2 million, bro, you look your accounts.
Like, was this drink even worth it?
Like you know the fun, you know the thing that people say you don't get the money to buy the drinks, right? But say after you don't swipe, you call look say why did I even like
why? Why? That's why I won't high.
Just
Why?
to get high for
Like,
5
why?
hours.
I just to get screamed at.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
Okay, so now we've cleared that you actually love going to the club. Is there anything that you have to do as an artist that you're not a fan of? I have seen people who complain about creating content.
Yeah.
I've seen artists complain about, oh my god, I just want to make music. I don't have to dance on TikTok. I don't.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you personally you just struggle with?
I would say that me, first of all, I would not even lie. If I was not an artist, like I'll be one of those people that have private accounts. Because I'm not really a person that loves, posting every time. That I would say, but I've learned to, always like, stay up, and because the world is shifting. Before it used to be TV, but now like I can't remember like, myself in my parlor. If I'm watching my TV, I'm watching my phone.
You're on your phone, yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
So people are glued to their phones. So
Yeah.
you need to know that creating content now has become, a high valuable thing.
Yeah.
Valuable activity that you gotta.
Activity
Yeah.
that just putting yourself out there. It's still a form of promotion. So I don't have any issues with creating content. I really don't struggle with so much.
Okay.
Right now because I wish I don't have no excuses.
But
man.
what's one
Made
thing?
for
What's
this.
one thing? Even if it's
Love it.
non-musical that you think you struggle with.
You said?
What's that one thing? Even if it's non-musical that you think you struggle with.
I think one thing I think I struggle with is like letting people in, into my personal space. It's very like it's something that I struggle with even up until now. I'm still not very like I'm still very open, to relationships, like especially like friendships, because like there's a lot of that on my album. Me talking about like how people I've had experiences with friends that like and I'm like. Can I even be friends with people, because it's not, I don't just call somebody my friend. It takes me a long time, for me. It takes a long time for me to get used
There.
to somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
It is
that's
a
one
valid.
thing I really
It's a valid thing to struggle with, because the last thing you want to be dealing with is friends stressing your brain.
yeah, man.
So
Like the
it's
one that
valid.
they said that.
I mean,
No.
the
Lambo.
the Lambo case. So imagine talking on the phone for over 30 minutes because you're complaining about a friend.
Somebody was
I beg.
recording you all the time.
I beg. But before we move on from this, I just wanted to say that one thing about your content is that you guys do really good content.
Thank you
Every
very
time,
much.
every time Magixx puts out content, it's always conversational.
Thank
so I love
you.
it. I love
Thank you
it.
very much.
Man.
Thank you very much.
Let's go play another record right now before we come back to cap this up. This is Voices,
We
by the
don't
way,
wanna
off the album.
go.
We know we don't want to go. Like, you know what I mean? We want to keep going and going and
mean-
going and going and not leave the studio with Magixx right here with
Right.
us. You know,
Magixx,
Enter you,
ladies and
Abby.
gentlemen, like for real, Magixx. When you make these vulnerable songs, right? I mean, it shows to tell that you have a lot going on in your head. You're one of those people. When you make these songs, is it a let out thing for you? Like you've released it and you've made the song and you're free from that emotion.
Yeah,
Or is
yeah.
it okay? That's
It's
what
very
it is
much
for you.
like it's very much like letting go of like a burden.
Okay.
Like something that is like heavy on your mind, and when it's in audio format, it's just like it's now there. It's out of the
Your
way.
heart, yeah.
And talking about something that you let out and get out of the way, you said something about talking about bad decisions and 4P.
Yeah.
That song. You said allegedly. Let me say allegedly.
Yeah.
A blog reported that you said that song was inspired by V from Big Brother
I said I
Nigeria.
wrote it for V.
You
For
wrote it
real?
for her.
Yeah, I wrote it for V.
Okay.
It is one of those songs when you think about like someone who is like sexy, and I was like, V is sexy, man.
Wow, this is lost on steroids.
Wait, was there any
What?
bad decisions in that mix?
Please, that's what-
So it's me that you were writing about taking shots with. Do you know yesterday people were
like-
arguing
like-
shots? What
okay,
what
so-
kind of shots
okay,
is
so
talking about?
So what I mean is that like sometimes you can think about like a person now and draw
A picture.
of
Keep talking. I'm hearing
you
you.
can draw a picture, right? For something through music. You can even look outside this like Atlantic now. You look at it, it's breezy, feels breezy. You can write something that feels like breeze, So I feel like sometimes we can be inspired by.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to read out the lyrics for bad decisions and
no.
for V. For V, this is what Magixx sang.
So-
should I do it, Skills? If Skills says
no,
I should do it, I should do it. I'll do it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Let's
Okay,
do it.
good. Bad decisions and foreplay lyrics. Ladies and gentlemen, this was what Magixx said to go into. Okay. He said,
Baby girl.
it's no, leave all this one. 8 billion in the world, but all I want is you. And nobody do me the way you do. We know say you and V never do, so you're imagining. Okay? And it be you. They make my eye turn like I drink agbo. You have to kiss me just right before you go, and nobody again. Do me the way you do. That's one part.
Where
You
you
just say
go-
me
where
wanna
you get- where
slip
you
and
going
slide
to?
in. Me wanna give it to you deep and dive in. You go love when I roll you like tire.
for this
room, you go sing past choir. You know say
Is
almost
the,
an
is the passion with
amamina.
which Sarah is singing this
Too
part
sweet,
for me?
like and because I want to understand how this song was inspired by V, and I said lost on steroids, magic.
She understands, don't worry.
Hey, we'll leave it there. That's the end of the
Let's
show.
leave that one there to cap it up. Because we can go on and on. We have like 5 billion questions that I want to throw at you. But just to cap it up, let's get a bit of view. Which song off the album are we getting the first video to?
The way it's looking like Voices.
Okay.
11 as well. 11 is one of the songs on the album that I really love as well.
We're actually
Sexy
signing
Lady
out with
too.
that.
Sexy Lady.
I was gonna ask
No,
about
there's
Sexy
no
Lady.
see.
Sexy
There's
Lady,
no way.
definitely.
See, let me put it this way: if you dare
Sexy Lady,
not drop us
definitely.
a video for Sexy
Definitely.
Lady, and a video that actually that fits into
Maybe
how
use V.
great.
Yeah.
Well, can we let V?
She's a
go?
sexy lady.
Can we
Yeah,
let
no,
can we
no,
let
let
V?
We
go?
can never.
No, I think I know the person you should use for that.
Who?
You should use Onyi for that.
Oh, you really? Why she say no? She's like, hell no. But I mean, Oni is very sexy.
Yes.
And with a very short skirt, she wore to the studio today.
You will write a song like Bad Decisions.
You would
and-
write a song like
You
Bad
even write
Decisions
one that is
and
even more fiery than that. You know what I mean?
You guys are cracking me.
Don't mind us.
Well, congratulations, Magixx.
you
We
very
cannot
much,
wait to
sir.
see all the exploits that this album is gonna, do. And I just know that it's up from here.
Yes.
It is,
From here.
it is.
Man, final words, to all of the the magicians out there, concerning this album.
Yeah.
I Dream in Colors. What's
Yeah.
your word out concerning it?
I just wanted to say thank you so much, for always listening to my music, because there's passive listeners and there are active listeners. To everybody who has stuck with me from day one, and even the people that are just tuning in, from this era. I really want to say thank you so much, for for listening to my music. You are the reason why I do this. You inspire me as well, because I'm also thinking about, how I can also help, people through my music. So I'm also inspired by people. I'm not just self-inspired. Some people want to take the they want to take the glory, but yeah, people inspire me a lot, and yeah, thank you so much for always listening. And this album is our album. You can
Yes.
share it, tell people about it. God bless you, man.
Man, that's it right there. And of course, Magixx didn't change his handle yet. It's still I am _ Magixx everywhere.
Yes, so yes,
That's,
so.
Double X, by the way.
Double X, yes. That's I am _ Magixx, Magixx everywhere.
Snapchat is Magic Season.
Magixx season. Okay, that's on Snapchat.
and on
Magixx
TikTok, I think
season.
it's King Magixx.
King Magixx.
Magixx,
Okay.
okay.
I know you definitely want to go. I know a lot of people want to go on Snapchat and see what Magixx does, during his personal time, because I know, Snap is like that.
Crazy, crazy.
Man,
Great,
guys, we got to go right now. We love you. We're going to see you on Monday. Sarah and I will be back in the building. The Color Gang as always.
Yep.
All right, don't forget, stay out there, stream the album, and stay magical. Keep spreading that love, light, joy, and magic always, like I always say. Shout out, to everybody. Yes.